So yesterday I went to the post office, and as I was struggling with a load of stuff in my arms that I wanted to package, I was trying to battle with the handle to get in the door, I noticed a sign that had been stuck on it. The sign was pretty simple. It said, if there are 2 people inside, please wait for one of them to leave before you come in. And with social distancing, this makes total sense, right? So I peered inside the glass window, and there were already 2 people inside the post office, stood at the counter, so I waited politely. Then a couple of old dudes who also clearly wanted to post some stuff, they joined in a queue behind me, and then a couple of old women joined in the queue as well. And then one person inside the post office left. So I wandered in, I went to the counter to get my packages shipped. Nothing unusual, right? Then, all of a sudden, this overweight woman with terrible bad hair extensions bounded into the shop. She literally brushed past me and went searching for something at the far end of the post office. Now I could hear commotion starting outside as all of this started to unravel. The old dudes, these guys, they were starting to kick off. This woman had done something sacrilegious in the UK. She had pushed in front of a queue. So I flashed my credit card, I paid my postage, and I went to leave the post office, and I heard one of these old men say, "I'm gonna drag her back outside." Now, of course, immediately I bounced, as I didn't want to be part of any ridiculous fight between Karen and Harold, the pensioner. And as I walked off, this old dude walked into the post office with a mean look on his face. So who knows if he laid down some punishment on that woman. So clearly I'm sharing this story with you, and it wasn't your average trip to the post office. It was also the first thing that I told my girlfriend when I got back from the office that night as well. Now, this story of the trip to the post office was clearly remarkable because I had this innate human desire to share it with you and other people as well. So Will, what has any of this got to do with sales? Well, the only way that you're going to get deals done in the current economic climate is to become remarkable and start telling remarkable stories. Becoming remarkable is the only way that you're going to be able to break through all of this pandemic noise that we're surrounded with right now. So if you want to learn how to become remarkable, then stay tuned and let's jump right into it. So the definition of being remarkable is to be something that is worthy of attention. So there are 2 eyeballs and an ear there, right? So you've got to be something worthy of attention. It's got to be something that by its very nature deserves to be watched or listened to. Now, my trip to the post office today demanded my attention because it was just so unexpected. So unexpected or novel events are, by definition, remarkable. So what does this mean for salespeople like you and like me who are trying to get deals done right now? Well, to get attention right now from your buyers, you need to become remarkable. Otherwise, your message is just going to get drowned out by all of the pandemic noise that's out there. So let me ask you this. How remarkable was that last email that you sent out? Or how remarkable was the last product demo that you did, perhaps yesterday? Doing the same unremarkable sales stuff that you were doing yesterday is no longer going to cut it in this new world that we're living in. There are too many remarkable things going on that are distracting your buyers. Heck, let me throw this one at you, because the pandemic was literally caused by the novel coronavirus 19. That's the scientific name for it. That's the scientific name for the coronavirus. Now, being remarkable doesn't mean being just different. Salespeople are always trying to differentiate their products, and that does not make you remarkable. Salespeople, well, they're trying to contrast the feature A with the competitor's feature B. So if feature A is a triangle and feature B is a square, that's what they're trying to share with the potential buyer. Perhaps they say we cost X and they cost Y. They're doing this comparison back and forth, and this is not a sign of something that's remarkable. Just because you can fit your solution of the triangle or the square in a generic problem hole of a large circle does not mean that it's differentiated, does not mean that it is remarkable. All this kind of differentiation shows is that you can solve the same problem as everybody else, but in a slightly more unique way. And when there's lots of solutions to solving the same boring problems, again, if the problem is this, we could have this shape or we could have whatever shape. When your buyer sees all of these different solutions to the same circular problem, all they do is get overwhelmed and they do not take action. So instead of differentiating to get attention, you need to become remarkable. Now, to become remarkable and get attention right now, you need to solve an urgent problem for the buyer in a unique way. You've got to solve an urgent problem for the buyer that's also solved in a unique way. It's got to be urgent and unique. So let me give you a few pointers here, because if other people are capable of solving this problem, then it means it's not remarkable. Clearly, it's not unique. If it's a boring problem that you were solving before a global pandemic, during a global pandemic, it's not remarkable because it's not urgent. If the answer to the problem that you're solving is in a book that I can buy on Amazon for $9 right now, then it's not remarkable because it's not unique. If the message you share about the problem is boring and you just don't expect your buyer to call you back immediately with a big grin on their face to try and connect with you, then it's not remarkable because it's not urgent. If this isn't something that needs to be implemented within the next 60 days, it's not remarkable because it's not urgent, it's not unique, and you see the pattern here. If the solution that you're selling is great, but your buyers don't rave about it online, then it's not urgent and it's not unique. So I want you to pause before you email or you call a buyer today and ask yourself, is what I'm just about to say or type really remarkable? If it's not, you need to rethink it. If your message is not as remarkable as Harold, the pensioner, wrestling with Karen at the post office, then you need to rethink it. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you did, make sure to click subscribe. And why not leave a comment below on how you are pitching, texting, emailing, and selling remarkable in this current pandemic crisis that we're all trying to do business through. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.